Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul from Vintage Sports Card Finds. Just had a recent pickup where I picked up a lot of basketball cards that were graded. I like to pick up lots that way because the per card price ends up being cheaper. So most of these cards were graded by PSA, and then there was one from Beckett. So I ended up paying. I sort of added this up and got the values on this. So I paid. Let me pull this back just a hair. There we go. This is an Alvin Adams 86 Flair card in an excellent 5. And, so on a per card basis, I paid about $13.50 per card. So I was pretty happy with the per card price. And I just made an offer on it, and the offer was accepted. This is an 87 Charles Barkley sticker in a 7. So I was pretty pleased with that. I don't think I have that card, but at least graded. Now, the reason I did this is because I sort of had it's a Sam Perkins 87 Flair in a 7. A while back, I was able to pick up a large chunk of 86s that were graded, and then a large chunk of 87s that were graded for around $10 or $11 a card in PSA holders. So I figured it was a good opportunity to add a few more cards like this in smaller lots or bigger lots if I can get them. But you can sort of get a good price on it. This is a Dave Corzine 87 Flair, again in a 7. And this stuff will sell, just because, and if you're not paying a lot for it, you should be able to sell it pretty cheap and make your money back on the cards I don't need. This one is an 88 Flair sticker, an Alex English in a 5. I don't know if this maybe had some waxing on the back. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty badly waxed on the back. That's why it got the 5. You can see it there. You can see it there and there. So this card got the 5 because of the wax. But we'll see. Then there was the Beckett card here, the Robert Parish. And it's got a 7.5. It's a really nice looking card, except for the fact that it looks like it's stained, or there was a printing error from the it was a printing error from the factory. So this one is an interesting one. I don't really collect Beckett slabs for the most part. I mean, if like I need a card or whatever, I'll take it. But in a 7.5 with Beckett, that's pretty interesting. And I didn't realize this, but I never really kind of thought about this. But this is a uncorrected error by Flair because they misspelled Robert Parish's last name. So I think the issue with this card is a lot of it is associated with, factory errors. This thing here, the spotting, and then this here, another print mark. So those are the things, and you have a couple of other random print marks here and there, and that's what really affected this grade. But the best card in the lot that I picked up was really this one. This is a Kevin McHale 86 Flair. Anybody who collects 86 Flair knows how hard it is to pick up any stars. They're all expensive. They're all expensive, even raw. When you have a star player, And then when you can get a Kevin McHale card that's in a 7.5 already graded by PSA, and you don't have to wait for PSA to grade it. You don't have to try to guess the grade that they're going to pull out of the ping pong hopper when they give it a number grade. It really is just remarkable how random PSA is with their grading. I mean, horrifically so. I just saw a video that someone in the community did. I want to say it was CJ Collectibles, but I'll look into it and I'll put a link in it in the description. I'll put a link to the video in the description. And he had 2 cards that he sent in that were graded by PSA. I think they were a 4 and a 5 originally. And he just refused to believe that those were the grades of those cards and that they were probably 7s or 8s. So he cracked the holders open and he resubmitted them to PSA. And don't you know, both of them came back as PSA 8. So I know this is not what this video is about, but if you're grading cards, and lots of people love to do it, and they like to buy raw cards and grade them, and maybe the vast majority of the time PSA is close to what it should be. I mean, I've certainly guessed the grades right more than I've guessed them wrong, but we're not talking about a difference between a 6 and a 7. We're talking about the difference between a 4 and an 8. An 8. And to me, that's why I don't grade more cards. The only cards I've ever graded to date were cards that are iconic players and bigger dollar cards, period. Because it just really, really doesn't make a lot of sense. But back to the video. I was really excited to get this McHale. A card from McHale from the 1986 Flair raw probably is somewhere between, I'm guessing, $8 and $15 in an average auction on eBay. And that's buying the card raw. I mean, I'm not, don't quote me on those prices, but he's not a common. And commons are getting $3 or $4 or $5 a card. Even in lots. So to get Kevin McHale's card already graded with the work already done, this was what I was really excited about. And that's it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of the subscribers, all the new subscribers for sure. We've had some new subscribers recently, which is really exciting. And I really enjoy the card community and watching other people's videos as well. And if you enjoy the content, comment, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And I want to thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, happy hunting.